Today, we've got 10 essential tips for translators. Whether you're just starting out or already have some experience, these insights can really make a difference. Let's check them out. 1. Read the full text first. Before jumping into the translation, take time to read the entire source text without focusing on how to translate it. Aim to understand its overall message, the author's tone and viewpoint, and the best way to express that for your target audience. If the document is over 10 pages, a quick scan may be enough, as long as you can identify the writing style, subjects discussed, and author's intent. This initial step is important to do right after receiving the file, since you might find missing content that needs to be reported to the client immediately. 2. Identify the text type and search for references. After determining the document type, for example, a birth certificate, ad, speech, short story, brochure, search for similar texts in the target language. For example, if translating a Spanish lease into English, look for English language leases online to examine typical terminology and structure. While they won't be identical, reviewing enough examples will help you identify patterns in language use across your pair. 3. Gather your resources. Prepare the references you'll need, both digital and print. This should include quality monolingual dictionaries and thesauri in both languages, a comprehensive bilingual dictionary, language corpora, and usage guides in your target language. You should also access any specialized dictionaries or glossaries relevant to the topic. Start a glossary using a spreadsheet tool like Excel, logging new terms as you work. Include the source where you found each translation for future verification. 4. Start the first draft. Begin your draft translation without worrying too much about style at first. Save the file with a name that makes sense and follows client instructions if provided. Avoid generic names like translation.docx. It helps to schedule long, uninterrupted blocks of time for translating to maintain focus and consistency. Avoid distractions like email and phone calls. For multi-day projects, briefly review what you translated the day before to regain momentum. 5. Let it rest, then review. Once your first draft is complete, regardless of length, step away from it for at least an hour. Take a break, switch tasks, or go for a walk. If possible, leave it overnight. When you return, reread your translation without referring to the source document. Think of yourself as the end user seeing the content for the first time. Is it clear? Does it make sense? Is the style appropriate for the type of text? Note that official documents, like birth certificates, don't require flowing prose. 6. Proofread the text one more time. Proofread again to catch typos, missing words, or other surface-level mistakes. Spell checkers are helpful, but not foolproof. One good technique is to read the text backwards, which forces your brain to notice issues it might otherwise skip due to familiarity with the content. 7. Compare with the source document. After polishing your draft, return to the source document and do a sentence-by-sentence comparison to check for accuracy and completeness. You might discover that you accidentally skipped a section, misinterpreted a number, or even left out a keyword like not, which can completely change the meaning. 8. Do a final review before delivery. If deadlines allow, review your translation one last time before submitting it. It's surprising how often fresh errors come to light during this final read-through. 9. Make up an invoice for your client. After delivering the final version, create and send your invoice. Many translators delay this task because it feels tedious, but waiting too long can result in missing details and delayed payment. Always follow the client's invoicing requirements, including any necessary job numbers or purchase order references. 10. Update and organize your glossary. Update your glossary with the final terminology choices you made. Save it on your computer and organize your files systematically. Consider using folders by client or project type. This will save you valuable time when working on similar texts in the future. However, if the client requires you to delete all source files for confidentiality reasons, make sure to comply, especially when under a signed non-disclosure agreement.